Good morning everyone, I hope you're well. I'm just in my village, just looking around for a possible photograph. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and I just want to show you some ideas in terms of getting good solid photographic research, okay? Because I'm seeing some of the examples that you have used so far, and I just feel that there might be dominant colours, okay? Some areas will be very dark, so I'm just gonna go to this local temple, okay? You can kind of see this temple here. It's kind of interesting. And there's lots of overlapping, okay? Overlapping, really important. Good sense of space. Things crossing each other, like here. You can kind of see. Let's just turn this microphone round so you can hear me. We've got quite a lot of interesting overlapping going on. This is kind of interesting. I mean, it's very dark here. The street lights are still on. Yeah. Just have a look around. I'm just looking, fundamentally. I'm just looking. That's kind of interesting. Remember, it doesn't have to be landscape, it can be portrait too. There's a little cat. Little cat just under there. There we go. Little cat up there. Let's just have a look up here. That's quite interesting. Spend time, just pull back. Don't walk into posts. Okay, maybe. Hello? It's kind of interesting. I'm making sure framing is at the heart of what I do, yeah? Making sure that don't worry about letter forms. Okay, red's quite dominant there. Here's kind of interesting. Move around, try and get things overlapping. Have things in the foreground. There's another cat. Okay. Getting those leaves in, maybe. It's kind of interesting. Move things around, overlapping, very important. Okay. Just spend time looking. Really important, just spend time looking. kind of showing you what I'm looking for as I'm doing this. Now, these might be elements that are important. Too red. Okay, obviously too red. Hope that makes sense, guys. I'll do another demo, maybe using one of these images or another one, using Illustrator or Photoshop. Most importantly, have fun, guys, yeah? You know, I've just walked 2 minutes outside my door, okay, 2 minutes. And, you know, it might be something in your locality. Some of you might find it hard, okay? If you're living in somewhere that's built up, you know, look out of your window. Look out of your window, that might be something as well. But most importantly, just have fun. Go for a little walk. You might have something from your archives, you might be in a different country and you've got something that is going to be interesting for other people to see. So you're in India, okay? Just take your time and open your eyes. I'm just playing now. This is getting interesting. You can always transpose colours as well. It's very complex. Okay, I hope that helps. Morning everyone, I am happy you're all here. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's just go through how we can make our photograph usable, okay? Just using Illustrator, using Photoshop, using a few tools, okay? First of all, I'm going to go and review the footage that I just took. I'm just going to take screenshots from this, okay? And we can see, you know, just going through here, I sort of realise that some aspects of this are a little bit more interesting. You know, this might be interesting. Just press pause. Okay, and then maybe just grab that screen there. Okay. I've got some examples here. Okay, just from the video, just of different scenes here. Okay, that might be interesting, might be usable. If you take more photographs than you need, it's going to be a lot better. Okay, I mean, even take Movies might be fine. Movies might be fine. I like working from movies. There's the cat there. That might be useful. Okay. So I'm going to focus on this image here. Okay, I like this image. Okay, let's get that a bit bigger. Okay, and okay, that's how it was originally. Okay, it's a little bit dull. Just going to play with levels, maybe add a little bit of contrast. Okay, and then I'm going to just play with hue saturation. I'm just going to increase that saturation so it punches out a lot more. Okay, I think that'll work. Alright, we can save that, and then if we open up Illustrator and we've got our image, that's the original image that I used, and we're going to use the image trace tool here and just set the mode to color. We can trace that. Okay, it'll take a little bit of time as it goes through this. Here's the one I made earlier. Okay, if I'm not going to waste time, let's just have a look at an image we made earlier. Oops. Okay, we can see there, it's kind of grey, yeah? But I imported that original image in Photoshop, this one here, and used image trace on that, and we've got something like this, okay, which is a lot stronger, yeah? So I'll send you a PDF that Yona made earlier, just to remind you how to do image trace. But it's basically just in Illustrator. Everyone should have Illustrator. Image trace, and here, let's just import. We'll open another image. Okay. Where is the test one? There we go. We'll open that one. Okay, there we go. And then we can just trace this image. Okay. Trace that one. It'll take a little bit of time. And then just, oops, make sure the settings are colour. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of time. And play with the colours, the number of colours. 10 to 20 might be good. Okay, and you should have something in 1 second now. Bear with me. Boundary refinement is taking a little bit of time. Then after this we're going to go into Photoshop, and there we go. Okay, so we've got that image there, and then I'm going to just save that. Just make sure that the artboard is the correct size here. Okay, so we're using the whole frame here, and we'll just save it as a PDF. Okay, or an Illustrator. Okay, and we'll save it just as this. Okay, and I've done this already, and we have our test here in Photoshop. Okay, there's our cat again, and it might be that we want to do some alterations to that. Like, I kind of feel that this area we need to have a bit of atmospheric perspective. Okay, this area here needs to be lightened. I'm just going to use levels for that. levels over. You can see that, so maybe this needs to be lighter. Okay. I think, you know, something like this. Maybe we want to do a little bit more work. I mean, play around. Yeah, play around with the transposing of colours. Maybe this needs to be lighter. Okay. And have fun. Now have fun. I've just introduced our little friend the cat over there, and again we might want to increase the levels. Oops. On this, make that darker so it sticks out a little bit more. Okay. So we've got a little bit of narrative going on as well, if you want. Yeah, it's not totally necessary, but I'm loving what's happening, you know, in these sort of areas around here. This is getting interesting. Okay. And again, we can image adjust hue saturation. We can play with that hue. Okay. In fact, we'll just do it for the whole image. Play with the hue, experiment. Okay, till we come up with something that you feel is an interesting solution. Yeah, I haven't introduced the other colour so far. Yeah, I haven't introduced that so far, but it might be that we can select one of these areas and just change that colour. You know, maybe it's, I don't know, this blue area here, and we can just use the paint bucket tool, can select a colour, maybe we want it to have it don't know, bright, just play. I'm just looking, so I'm just looking here, and maybe it's something really, really uncomfortable. Yeah, like this. Okay. Tolerance is too much there. Tolerance up there. I'm going to take that down to 30, and we can kind of see, you know, that colour's being transposed. Yeah. And then I'm just going to make that a bit smaller. And I'm going to increase the canvas size. Here we go. Increase the canvas size. Okay, there we go. Just flatten that image. And just create some boxes and select the dominant colours. I don't need a tablet. Okay, maybe you want to do style, fixed ratio, so we've got a square. Okay, something like that. And then we're going to just use the paint bucket tool. Sorry, the paint droplet tool. There we go. Okay, we can just select the main 6 colours. Go back to paint bucket tool and just drop that colour in there. Okay, and then I'll just copy and paste that. Command C. Okay, and we've got that perfect square that we can just repeat. Okay, keep on doing that a few times. And then have a bit of separation for the final one to show your transposed colour. And we can again use the paint bucket tool. I'm just going to merge all those layers down. Okay, flatten those images. And then I'm going to select the colours. I mean, we've got to make a decision. You know, maybe this is an important colour. Paint bucket tool, bang. Okay. Maybe this brown's another important colour. Maybe this green's an important colour. is red and watercolor, and then this is the transposed color. That might, that might be okay. Have a look around. Does this feel like these are the same color ranges as here? Yeah. And then just to show you a successful student before, let's just pull up. Okay, here we go. Student example. I did send you these already, but we can kind of see she spent a bit of time with her work. She's got an interesting photograph. We've got overlapping, we've got dimension, we've got things in the background, space in the background, as I was talking about earlier. And then lots of Photoshop experimentation and Illustrator experimentation. So spend a bit of time. I don't mind if you have multiple images. Yeah. I hope all that makes sense, guys. Best of luck with everything. Okay. Just reach out to me anytime. Thank you very much.